All right, wanted to shoot a short video on low ticket workshops and how to make money from things you're already doing and how to get high ticket clients from low ticket workshops. So I want to document some of the things that I've done, both the mistakes that I've made and the things that I'm starting to get more right. The most recent workshop was definitely the most successful. And so this is not a masterclass by any means, but this is someone in the trenches, obviously, just working it out and testing it and tweaking it. So with that being said, flashback to end of 2022, I ran my first low ticket workshop. And as a more high ticket guy, I felt like allergic to low ticket for a long time, and specifically low ticket memberships and things like that. Those make almost no sense to me when people are paying $99 a month and we get hundreds of those people, and it's very hard to get people to ascend into very high ticket things from that. But the magic I was learning at that time was that you can do these one-off workshops that are low ticket in nature. Now, here is the mistakes I made for the very first one that I did. I created something that I was not delivering for clients. So one of the things that I've learned is the best way to sell low ticket workshops is to do something for your clients and then sell tickets to it. This is for two reasons. Number one, you save more time and energy. So you're already doing this. You're already putting in the effort to put something amazing together. You know your ideal clients really well. And so therefore you're going to create something that's on brand, that's on topic, that's going to be beneficial for the people already paying you, but that will then lead to people wanting to pay you. One of the mistakes I made in the first workshop I ever did was I just created a workshop and I tried to assimilate all of the things that I knew about this huge topic and I threw it into a workshop. The second thing was I was massively insecure about it. And so I over-delivered. It was like $47. It was multiple days, hours and hours of content and Q&A. Don't do that. Structure it well, like I'm going to teach. The third thing is that I taught on something I was not passionate about at all. And so the foundation was so shaky because I was doing a workshop just to make money. And so when you start to do it for the clients that you're already working with and then you promote it on the side, this is the thing that I've seen work best, at least for me. Now let's talk about how to think about this. So this is how I think about kind of coming up with a topic and finding an angle. Okay, so number one, you should have a model of some kind for all of your IP and your ideas and the things that you teach your clients, right? And so for me, the four kind of pillars, and you might have a triangle, I have like a diamond, it's mastery, model, conversion, and leverage. Now let me make a couple of things clear. Firstly, your workshop should not cover all of it. You don't want it to try and be like a be all and end all. You don't want it to be an inch deep and a mile wide. You want it to be really deep on a specific topic. The second thing is out of these, right? Let's just look at this one here. Mastery is really about self-mastery, right? Emotional regulation, right? Beliefs, core identity, those types of things. And then leverage is like team, software, AI, systems, all that kind of stuff. In other words, not super sexy topics. Now, AI might be a little bit of a breakout there, but in other words, of all the things I could talk about, a few of them, or a number of them, are not going to be super helpful to clients as like the main thing. And secondly, they're not going to be really, really attractive to people who you're going to try and sell tickets to. So you teach your clients lots of things. So what you're not trying to do is to take some of the more boring topics and sell tickets to those. You want to major on the things that are most exciting. And so when I've done successful workshops in the past, they've been on model and conversion. In model, for example, we have niche, offer, where we've got market research, all sorts of different pieces of that. And so I'm going to talk about the things that are going to be, number one, most helpful for clients, the things that they need to be reminded of, or the new ideas. And then number two, I'm going to major on those things that are really sexy, really attractive to my current clients in my marketing of this workshop. Because you can say like, hey, I'm going to teach you how to get in shape, and then say like, today we're going to do incline bench press and set tempos, right? And all of a sudden you've lost most of the people in your audience, as well as probably your clients, because that's not really the biggest bottleneck or the biggest problem they're looking to solve, or the most exciting topic to dig into. So when you think about all of the things that you could teach, you want to be thinking about it through the lens of what's going to be most helpful for clients and what's going to be the most attractive thing, because not every workshop you do for clients needs to be sold to. So like, be very strategic about the things that you do emphasize. And when you get into a rhythm of this, it all starts with testing, but you can do 1 to 2 of these a month. This isn't the type of thing I would recommend doing every single week, as you'll burn out your audience with promotion, but at least once a month, maybe even twice a month can be really, really valuable. And then you fixate on the piece of the puzzle, your model, that is going to be most attractive to the people that are not inside of your community. Now, in terms of structuring it, it's very important to kind of think about from a topic perspective. This is how I think about structuring a video like this. So I think about structuring, content in general, and definitely workshops, right? It's the what, why, how, now framework. Okay, so what are we talking about? What's the big hook? What's the big idea? Now, this is incredibly important when it comes to the structuring of your workshop, but especially important when it comes to the promotion of it. If you cannot come up with a hook, with a name, with something that sounds intriguing, with something that sounds exciting, if you cannot answer the question of the prospect, of the potential buyer, what is in it for me? Then everything else ends there. There'll be no guest tickets sold, there'll be no upsells and all that kind of stuff. So the what is really important. Now, the why is really the motivation. Why are you sharing this? But one of the things that I think is incredibly important is just to tie this to stories. So either this is going to be your story of transformation, or how you came to figure this out, or your clients, right? Maybe a specific client. And so a few weeks ago, I run the $1 Million Map. And in the $1 Million Map, I talked about my story of transformation from the old janky business model, big team, low margins, high stress, into this new elegant, simple model that I found. And so my story was the basis of the $1 Million Map training. And so that's what was infused in the training itself, that was infused in the promotion. But again, you just want to find out the human element that's going to get people attracted to it and help people connect with it further, okay? Number 3 is the how. So this might be broken down into like 3 keys, right? 5 steps, whatever it is, the 4 pillars, right? But whatever it is, you want it to be easy to structure a training around. So you don't just want to start your workshop and then just talk for an hour, right? Because these are typically going to be 60 to 90 minutes long, and you're likely going to have at least 30 to 45 minutes of Q&A in that 60 to 90 minutes. So depending on the size of the topic, you want to be breaking it down. You do not want to be ranting and raving. You want to use slides if you need them, or at least just have a structure that you follow. But you want to be following some kind of framework, so you're giving them bite-sized chunks. So for example, if you talk to them about the $1 Million Map, for example, like me, you could break it down into like marketing, sales, and delivery, right? And then that becomes a really easy way to segue from one point to the next whenever you're structuring and presenting your workshop, as well as how you sell it when you talk about the main things people are going to get out of it. And then the now piece is the application. And so one of the things that will make it even more effective is looking at different ways of like, can we add templates? Can we add cheat sheets? Can we add SOPs? All of that kind of stuff that will help people implement this faster. This is how I structure it from a high level, and then how I structure it before I deliver the workshop also informs what parts I major on in the promotion. Now let's talk about the funnel overview, and then we'll talk about the promotion strategy, okay? We've got a workshop, let's say 1 day, 90-minute workshop is going to be $100. Let's just keep it really simple. And it's on one pillar of your model, one really specific big idea of model, right? So this is the thing we're going to promote. This is the thing we're going to build the idea around. This is the thing we're going to promote. Now, the thing we want this workshop to do is not just to make you extra cash, because depending on the size of your audience, 30 extra people paying $100 one-off probably won't change your life, and it won't drastically change your business. Yes, it's nice money. I mean, I had 75 people pay me $200, and so that was extra cash that I wasn't banking on, and that was amazing. But what you want to do is move people into your main offer. That's the goal. And so it's going to be a really simple 2-step approach from a funnel perspective, okay? This is the landing page. And the landing page has all of the awesome promo, right? The 3 things you're going to get out of it. Maybe you put a video on here that kind of talks people through it, right? Here's the awesome thing you're going to get. And then there's like the, lovely buy now button over here. Buy now, right? That's the basic landing page for calls and for DMs, exactly the same. The difference is on the thank you page. So what you would have here is it's basically like, thank you. You're confirmed, right? Welcome. It's going to be great to have you. You need to check your inbox. All the details will be there, etc., etc., etc. but this is where you frame a call. So this is a soft pitch. This isn't like if you're attending the training, you need to attend a brand audit call with me, but it's invitation. So the framing of it is something along the lines of, hey, so excited that you're coming to the training and the workshop, really can't wait to see you there. But chances are you're not just looking for a tactic or a simple strategy. You might actually want more hands-on help with the growth of your business or losing weight or finding a magical relationship, whatever you sell. And so you frame it like, you might be looking for more hands-on help. And if that's you, what I'd love to invite you to do is to go ahead and book a call right now. And what we would do on this call is bam, bam, bam. And so you can just go ahead and click the link in the, the video below or the calendar below. And you can go ahead and book a time directly into my calendar. Again, the workshop's gonna be amazing. You're gonna get a lot out of it. But if you want more hands-on help and you want to increase your speed to the result, then I want to invite you to go ahead and book a call. And this works phenomenally well, right? When you give people a shortcut, right? This is a calendar. You push people directly to a call. Here, the strategy is exactly the same, except you will push people to DMs. Now, it sounds so simple and so straightforward, but this is part of the magic of the simplicity and the elegance is right from the outset, you were starting to generate leads for your high ticket business, okay? So you move people through, and again, there's a video, thank you so much for registering, and then you can just simply probably say like DM me, for me it's like community. DM me community, and then there's a button, and then they can message me on Facebook or Instagram. Now, from there, we'll just have 2 simple emails that go out right after they register. And it's just going to be like confirmed with a PS, you can book a call, and then there'll be a more direct book a call or send a message. Now, this is assuming this is a few days out, book a call / send a message. Now, assume this is a few days out. Obviously, they're not going to attend the training in 2 hours. They've got a few days leeway. This is what the high level funnel looks like. And in the template, I'll show you an example of a landing page, okay? But that's the simple part of moving people from low ticket to high ticket as fast as possible. Now, let's talk about the promo strategy, okay? So I think about it like this, right? And I do not recommend promoting workshops more than 7 days out. Now, you might test and find that it works better for you. I find that I burn out personally if I'm promoting it 10 to 14 days out. My audience burns out. I lose enthusiasm, right? So I go from like, quiet to loud, closer, and here's the workshop itself, right? And so in the beginning, what I'm doing is if we just break these up into days, let's say it's day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. One of the things that I'll do is obviously I'll do an original post, and I'll show you examples of this in just a moment, but I'll do a post, I'll do an email, and I'll do a story, right? And then basically, as we go through here, I just increase the frequency. Now, I'm not necessarily doing a post every single day. However, if I did one every single day, it probably would sell more, but then it would require me sometimes to, if I'm doing a workshop on Wednesday, I might have to be creating content on the weekend or batch creating. So I'm not always super disciplined like that. But every day leading up to the workshop, you want to be promoting it, right? And then obviously here, you might even have, 2 different posts. You might be like, 24 hours out, 12 hours out, and you can do a bunch of different promotion along that time leading up to the actual event itself. Leading up to here, people are obviously buying, which is fantastic, and people are booking or sending you sales messages. This is before the workshop has even begun. Fantastic, okay? Then we have the workshop itself, and let's just say like this is a clock, right? What I would do is the first piece is I would do a soft CTA. Hey, welcome to the workshop. It's amazing to have you here. We're going to cover this, this, and this, and this on the call. I'm really excited to get into it. I just want to mention for anyone who might have missed it, if any of you were looking for more hands-on help, I know a number of you have already sent me messages or already booked calls, but I'd love to invite you to do that. It's just a way that I can help you and give you more specific, personalized help beyond just the teaching of this workshop. But without further ado, let's get into it. And at that moment, I would probably just drop a link to my calendar, or I'll drop a link to my offer doc if you sell via chat at that moment. Then when you get into, let's say you're doing a 60-minute, so this is right on the top of the hour, right? And then 40 minutes in, you've finished the formal part of the training, and then you go into your Q&A. Again, same thing here, I would do another soft CTA. Now I say soft CTA because people are already paying to be there and your clients are on it. So your clients don't want to sit through a pitch fest. The people that pay definitely don't want to sit through a pitch fest. And so just be very careful how you frame it when you are on the call. Do not oversell. Obviously you can, there are models that do that. It's not my style. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying what's worked for me is making it much softer, much more relational, much more simple and concise. Now, what happens then after the actual event is I send a series of email follow-ups, right? So for example, is like, here is the replay, right? Replay and a PS, right? Then I might do another one that's just like, hey, just in case you missed the replay, here it is again. By the way, I'm offering this, or if you want to find out more about my program, you can send me a message. And then the last one could be a very like what's known as a Dean Jackson 9-word email. Do you want to work with me on, getting more clients? Would you like my help with growing your business? Would you like my help with getting 5 to 15 clients in the next 30 days? Whatever it is, short, concise, direct to the point. So this is very, very straightforward, and I'm going to show you some templates in just a moment, but I really want you to think about what I'm saying here. You start out, it's very simple, promote, hey, doing this thing. The closer you get to it, the more that you are posting about it and the more multi-channel you're getting, meaning you're utilizing news feeds, stories, email, wherever you have an audience, you're posting about it so everyone knows about it. And because you're not doing this every week, you can afford to do this, once or twice a month. And then the thing that you do on the other side is you then promote replays. And so this has been the most surprising thing for me is people continue to buy even after it's live. So I had a day where I posted on stories, the replays are up, and I got 6 sales and maybe $1,200 for work I'd already done. So I was like blown away. I was like, this is amazing. And so I would do that for 1 to 2 days after. I wouldn't go hard for weeks. And obviously that's an asset that you can sell at any point in the future and promote it every couple of weeks on your stories. But one of the things I want you to be thinking about is there is the lead up to the event. There is the event itself and all of the automated email follow-up that you want to do. And then you might even be able to reach out to each prospect one-to-one. Hey, just want to check in. How did you find the workshop? And you can start a conversation that way. And then 1 to 2 days of promoting the replays. Now, let me quickly walk you through what it looks like here in the templates so that you get the most kind of specific, practical piece of this really clear in your mind so it's not overwhelming, okay? Number 1, here is the landing page. Now, I've got a confession to make. The first 4 days of sales, I didn't even have a landing page for my last workshop. I literally whipped it up while I was partially on holiday and I put a Stripe link there and the Stripe link still crushed, right? So you can make this minimum effective product, right? Minimum viable product, I think is the saying. But this is the basics of the workshop landing page as you can see here. Now, let's go through some of the promotions. Now, I have done way more posts than this, but I didn't want to link you to every post as if I was saying like copying and paste this as if it's the only way to do it. But you'll see here that there's some like longer direct calls to action. So this was the first post that I used to promote it. I said, I'm running a workshop. It's going to be awesome. You should check it out. Go and buy in the links. And then I had like more ones like this. I can't even screenshot the whole one of this one, but as you can see here, there's links just below. This one was thousands of words and a mega post, and it generated 60 or 70 comments because people were saying this was so valuable. I can't believe you put this out for free. And if you don't believe me, you can go check out the feedback on that post. But it still promoted the $1 million map. Then there are other things where you can do it like this, which is very straightforward. Hey, I'm running a workshop. Now keep in mind, we don't need to have 14, 20, 30 different variations of posts. We're only promoting for 5 or 6 days. And only in the last day or two, we maybe promote once or twice in a day, like twice in a day, right? And so I want you to think about the fact that there are different angles to take with this. Now, the number one thing you always have to keep coming back to is what is in it for me? The prospect needs to know, the person who's thinking about purchasing needs to know why this is valuable. And that's why we started where we did, which is how do we create a training that's going to be valuable for our clients? Because if we know it's going to be valuable for the ideal clients we're already working with, it's going to be easy to sell to the ideal clients we want to work with, okay? Couple more key things here. All of these, I literally just copy and paste into emails, all of them. So when I'm doing email promotion, I literally just take this, and then at the very end, instead of saying link is in the comments, I say, here's the link to sign up, right? This could be the whole email. Instead of want in, you could say email me back for the link, or you could just post the link directly. And you can see that there's just like a number of different angles that you can take with this. You can do long, you can do short, you can do value-based and then have a PS at the end. You can just do very short and to the point. And then I've also included a bunch of different stories in here as well to kind of show my Instagram stories of exactly how I promoted it. And then I just posted the links directly to the sale here. And then as you can see here, I also just posted the replays as well. So you can get all the templates of those below this video. Let me know if you have any questions at all. Again, like I said, I'm by no means a master. This is just what's worked really, really well for me in terms of the structuring, the promotion, the follow-up, and how to invite people into high ticket working together from low ticket workshop. But let me know if you have any questions. I'm hoping this was helpful, and I'm sending you so much love.